Hey ladies and gentlemen, how you guys been doing? It's your boys in here, and today I wanted to discuss a topic that's quite significant. It's been a movement like no other, and everybody has been part of it at some point. Um, I want to talk about the right and the left. I want to talk about liberal, or do we say feminist movement, and I want to talk about how great of an impact it has on today's society. And what's my opinion about it? Where is my look onto it? Thinking about political movements, thinking about the right wing and the left wing, and where do I perceive myself? There are some things about the left wing that I agree upon. I do tend to take myself as a mindset of a person. I do want to hold some liberal beliefs, but there is some fucked up shit going on, man. Some fucked up shit that I will never agree upon. We're talking about some drag kids, for example, 11-year-olds on bars doing the sexy dancing and getting money from grown-ups and taking pictures with nude gay guys. That's fucked up, and they're being exposed this very early. And saying things like "you do you" is a bunch of horseshit because they're trying to put this little steps, into the people's mindsets to eventually let people accept pedophilia. And that's fucked up. And I'm not saying, the right don't have their fucked up beliefs and fucked up, extremists. Both of them spectrum have their extremists. But I tend to like to be on the more logical standpoint, where my brain tends to think a lot and not just, be blind by the heart, emotions, and so forth. Because I'm starting to realize that a lot of this shit is selfish, and a lot of this shit that's happening by you aren't perceiving me. You see me? You see me? I'm so important. I have to be fucking important. If you do not agree with me, well, you don't understand, but I'm important. So because I'm important, my opinion is greater than yours. My opinion is much more important than you. You are nobody. You know what I like to hear from a person to tell another person? You know your emotions? I don't care about your emotions. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about your feelings. See, I have a family, I have a wife, I have a son, I have friends. You're nobody to me. I don't care about your feelings. I think that's very, very reasonable when people say that, and I believe. And I don't agree with everything Ben Shapiro say, but I do agree with that. I think way too many people perceive themselves as so important, then when their emotions get hurt and they become self-defending, they believe they're automatically entitled to be not pitied, but they want to use the victim card as being, oh, you see me, I'm being hurt by this stranger I don't know, and I don't know about their life, I don't care about their life, but you see, I'm being hurt, and for some reason, they have to care about me, yet I don't care about them. So how the fuck does that work? It doesn't. It's a very selfish self-perception. It's, if I'm actually pronouncing that right, if I'm actually using that word right. Again, I'm not educated in this category, this way of life. Political things, I tend to stay away. But this is the one political movement that's been happening, and it's been going crazier and crazier and crazier. So we recently had a lot of topics about fat acceptance and how fat is accepted. Look, regarding fat acceptance, and if a person feels happy about themselves and their body, you cannot go against medical studies. You cannot go against doctors and say fat, for example, is the new sexy, is what people strive towards. That's like saying anorexia is the new sexy, this is what people should strive towards. Yeah, if you want to have a short-term lived body, you're gonna die. And if people are gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna do it ourselves because we're too lazy to work out. And I'm not saying, that there aren't people out there that find fat to be attractive and all this stuff. We all have different tastes. And this has nothing to do with taste. This has to do with medical studies that fat can give you cancer, that fat can give you all sorts of diseases that you would not have, or you would have a greater chance of not having if you were in a more of a a healthy state of body. You know, this is not trying to be negative and being took as a troll, because I'm starting to see that a lot of people are very insecure about themselves. And let me tell you from my experience, I was very skinny. I said very. And recently, I've also, you know, I've been working out, but it's not this year. I've been working out to a certain extent, being more consistent. And I can easily say that I'm really close to outer mode of body, but that's because I want that. And I know it's healthy for me. And if somebody would call me skinny, then honestly, if perception is true, then it's true. You cannot be so insecure to take great, how would one say, great offense to that when they're just being fucking real with you. You know, if somebody has, I don't know, let's say 300 weights 300 pounds or something, that's clearly not good for the body. If somebody's gonna tell you you're so sexy, you gotta keep on doing, you know, stay that way, you know. It's like saying, I want you dead in about 5 years. And feminist movement was very interesting on this. They wanted to shame, they wanted to misogynist, you know, they wanted to categorize people as misogynist if they see an attractive woman with attractive aesthetics, you know, a body that's healthy, and they would automatically associate, oh, he's a misogynistic guy, you know, he looks at you as sex object and all this stuff. And you don't know about that. You don't know how he is. He just sees an attractive woman. What's so bad about that? He's got eyes, like, you know, he considers himself heterosexual. He you know, he likes to appreciate beauty. Why the fuck would you not allow him? You know, me, for example, I have a very open spectrum when it comes down to body. There's, you know, for example, of course, there's more to a person than their body. There's their personality, the way they perceive life. Are they optimistic? Are they pessimistic, or how you want to call it? That's a lot about life, and I like to be attracted towards more positive outcome. The people that have a lot of smile to them, you know, a very healthy smile. That's a very powerful attraction. Plus perceiving about the world, not judgmental, you know. But again, you know, there's just some nitty-picky things that you do see in a person, and also, of course, their body, their face. There's no question about it. But it's not the break-all, end-all kind of deal, you know. If you love a person, for example, that's a completely different story. Now, if it was a one-night stand, which I myself don't do, then that would also be a completely different story. But what I'm saying is that, for example, me, I have a bigger spectrum. For example, I got my attraction would be aesthetically, from physical perspective. It would be skinny to average to even cute, chubby, do we say? I don't even consider chubby to be fat. I know there's, when you like type down chubby, you send to, like, I guess one could say chubby fit. I don't know, thick, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. It's like, it's so different when you actually Google this and you actually want to demonstrate what you perceive as attractive, and then have, like, some people have chubby in a fucking, you know, morbidly obese category, which is completely wrong. And you know, it depends. But not fat or obese or, you know, morbidly obese. Morbidly obese, you have to have a fetish, you know, for, I don't know, for a lot of fat. It's simple as that, really. But my spectrum is a little bit more open. You know, some friends that I know, they have a specific interest for a specific one type of body, for example. And, you know, whatever is healthy, for example. But feminist movement nowadays, that is not about equality, it's about women hating men and men hating women. It's more about changing. You know, oh, he's a misogynist. He's looking at his sex object, but so women are being looked at as sex objects, and yet this 11-year-old drag kid that you've been throwing out, trying to put pedophilia into this shit. I mean, I'm completely fine with it. That you people are fucking crazy about it. Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's okay. You know, that's okay. But a woman in a tight skirt, that's now, oh my god. You know, she's a grown-up woman. Oh my god, that's the worst. How can you? Don't you have any respect for yourself? Don't you have, oh god, seriously, so much hypocrisy, so much jealousy, envy, that it's clear which people are making this movement. Now, the reason I'm saying about this movement is that today's society, at least from what I'm seeing on the internet, I'm not sure how true this is outside of there, but today's society, there is something really going on about gender swapping. I swear, this whole feminist movement, especially social justice wars, they want to make men turn into sissies. Internet, for example. If you're insecure and you go on the internet and you want to find answers on the internet, forget it. What you're gonna find on the internet is a level of insecurity that what, where, and how does this happen? There's so much insecurities on the internet. There's so much people telling everybody they're depressed, yet in real life they don't have the balls to say it. There's so many people out here that say all sorts of things on the internet, but like, it's, how does this work? My only suggestion, if you're being insecure, trying to find solutions, go outside. Get yourself some friends. If you have friends, you just talk to them. Go outside, be more social, and just let your body and mind experience a life that you clearly are craving for, but you find a solution on here. Because the only reason we're being insecure, a lot of us fighting with anxiety, even me, fighting with anxiety, because of how my life was, but I crave social life. I actually crave being outside and owning my life, doing the things I would have been too insecure about. And believe me, I'm in that spectrum as well. You know, I have this incredible desire to own, to dominate my life day by day. But the opportunities are slimmer, are rarer, and the ones that I had my insecurities telling me, you know, I'm gonna do it next time, or I'm gonna do it next time. No, you do it now. You do it today, because you will feel so fucking great after you do it. Even if you get it, or even if you don't get it, even if it goes like you want it or not, you will still feel better. I guess it depends on the person, but it's a lot about trying. It's a lot about trying, and you will not keep on succeeding. You have to be open to fail. So the internet, there is no failure. You're just gonna write down and you will think that your answer will be put into words. Insecurities cannot be put into words. People can listen to you, but they will not be able to help you in text. They will not be able to help your insecurities. The only way you can strive and challenge your insecurities is by turning down your computer, going outside, and just have yourself a good time. It's easy to say, hard to do. Believe me. But you will have to do it, because there is no easy way out. For great things in life, for happiness, you will have to strive. To value stuff, it will be hard. And what I do not appreciate about social justice warriors, and what I do not appreciate by today's feminist movement, now I appreciate the old feminist movement that was about equality, that was about women getting rights in some particular jobs, about payments and so forth, without taking the fact that women tend to take a lot of more vacations and being with kids and so forth. But let's put that aside. You know, the things were still a little bit more balanced, but now it's all about insecurities, and they're using these insecurities, people's insecurities, to try to aid to their agenda. They're putting this shit down on us. And if you aren't seeing this, try to think about it. What is today is happening? Men are becoming women, and women want men, but they're acting like they don't want men. They want women and men. So women want a man that's a woman. It's gonna, you know, do the typical. I'm not trying to stereotype. There's a lot of men, you know, straight men that like to do shopping as well. I'm not gonna try to generalize now. Okay, so because, you know, only gay men want to do shopping, I'm not gonna say that. But it's a fact that a lot of men, for example, don't like to stand in you know, places for 3 hours waiting for a woman to, you know, outside if he pays for her, you know, to look good, and maybe some sexual lingerie. Maybe it's a different story. Maybe some ideas. But okay, I'm just going to a whole new direction there. still, chances are he's probably gonna want to do some of his things that he was used to more, and that not being one of that. But still, it's like they want to have both. You're not gonna have both. You're gonna have a person that will understand you and try to take their time for your interests, but chances are you're not gonna get your perfect Prince Charming, and he's not gonna get his perfect Princess Cutie, because there's gonna be a lot of shit going on in their brains if they're gonna keep on adapting this agenda, this movement that's happening, that's making, isn't agenda right? I'm so bad at this, but this movement that's happening is trying to manipulate people's minds and making them more insecure. And what then happens is men are becoming scared of women, and women are not being attracted to men because they're scared of them. Clearly, men being scared showcases them less of a confidence, and less confidence in a man is going to automatically back away most women, because most women like confident men. And I'm not talking arrogance here. I'm talking clear. You can be modest. You can be confident. I'm talking, a reasonable human being. I'm not talking about, just going there fishing, finding one-time night hookups. You're not gonna press any real serious relationship kind of girl that looks for a serious relationship with one-time hookup. You can say you've been orgying last night, and if you're looking for the right type serious girl, the chances are that you're not gonna press her on the first time if you're gonna say that. Now, if she's gonna keep on meeting you and seeing the better side of you, then maybe that will change. But not that kind of arrogance, because I guess some perceive confidence, a lot of confidence, and maybe that's overconfidence. Maybe that is. Maybe that's how you say overconfidence, when people are being a bit arrogant about it. But I'm just looking at this stuff. There's so much things a person has to work on themselves, strive, and we constantly are very good in putting it aside, And I'm speaking from my own personal experience, putting it aside. But why? If you know where your happiness is, if you know where you feel most content, most fucking strong, just your hand just break. I don't know if you can hear, just your hand just break, just feel great. It's about doing the things you would think you would have not been doing, you would not achieve, you would be too scared in doing. And there are so many people out there that they think they can go on the internet, write something down, and the answer is going to be in the text. The answer is already in you. The answer is right now. The answer is all the things that you have not done, you have not experienced. You go there and you experience. Don't listen to the internet. Don't listen to me. I'm just speaking how I see it, how I have to perceive it. The least you type on here, and the more you talk to your friends outside, being real and talking with them, and talking online with the people you care about, that is much more valuable as a time being spent than if you're gonna go with talk with complete strangers. I had some forums that are questionable, and there's a lot of egocentric people in there, and you can get your answers from a very questionable person that's just trying to swap your mindset, and it's clear because their own insecurities is not helping yours. So I would suggest finding people that have gone through this. I would suggest, if you're an introvert, for example, find a group of people that are extrovert. A nice group of people that are extrovert, and hang out with them. Get a little bit of their energy, their optimism, and grow from that. My life, as I felt I was an introvert, but I actually gained a lot of drive, a lot of energy, a lot of happiness from knowing that I'm going outside with friends, knowing I'm gonna be hanging out, and this goes the same for the things that I'm insecure about, but I still try, and even if I fail, I still feel good about myself. It's about that feeling that you tried something, and it's the same about working conditions and so forth. Doing the insecure things is very important. To try to be open to them consistently. The things that you think you would never be able to do, you try. You go there and see if you can manage. It's not about I will manage this, I will do this. No, you just go there, give it your chance. Give yourself a chance, man. That's much more than a lot of people give themselves. There's people that just waste their time watching anime their whole life, behind a computer, going to work, coming home, just behind a computer again. That's it. They're depressed as fuck. I know one example like that, you know. I want one example like that. And it's not attractive to it. It's not. So, just be with the things that, you know it's going to give you positivity, strong. It's going to give you just automatic push. That is what you should stick to, I believe. But all these political movements, feminist movements, social justice warriors can kiss my sorry black ass. It's not black, but it's hairy. Can kiss my ass, because honestly, they're just making the whole fucking world spin around like it's not been spinning for as long as we remember. Yeah. Not agreeing with that one bit. They can go fuck themselves. Anyway, so I'm sticking to myself, sticking to my family, sticking to my friends. My world is small, but they better not come into my world and try to control it. Oh no. Anyways, that's it for me. Take care of yourself. Peace.